Hey, Soul Siblings, it's Shay Seeking from American Aborigines Unchained here on Facebook and YouTube. And, I'm feeling a couple of different type of ways because, somebody posted a meme, okay, about many of you are not willing to grow but still expect change from one of my soul siblings, Monty. So, what I'm feeling like is when people, when people, especially that are speaking like they want change, are talking about things like, oh, you still gotta vote, get out there and cast your vote. It's important. And usually this is how it goes, especially with a lot of people, again, those of us that are here um, to provoke thought, and that we're really looking for ways to change things, knowing that this is a spiritual and basically a mental, um it's a spiritual and a mental or covert warfare that we're dealing with today. Okay, so again, some of us have been groomed for this time in order to share information, even on platforms, even through memes, even through books, even through Google search or whatever. People have a problem with where you get information if it's accurate. All you have to do is take the information and do your own damn research, and then you may be able to get a better understanding. Because again, we have a problem with taking information from those who look like us serious. And this is our downfall, especially in a time like this when you have somebody, at least one person in your life, on your timeline, speaking to you, that is speaking something that sounds foreign. Biblical text talks about this, using different terms, of course, but that people are going to be different, speaking different languages and tongues and things like that. Um, Stuff that you don't know of that may sound like something, but it also says to don't laugh and don't talk about this, to go ahead and do the research and see if it's true. So again, I know a lot of you not into the Bible. Again, I don't look at religion as what it is. I read the book and I use tools that we all have at our disposal in order to actually look at these terms, see what they actually mean. Because again, education is one of our downfalls as well, because they have uh, it's somewhat of a discourse, right? They have purposely taught you, again, how to read the dictionary incorrectly and things like this, so that you would not get the proper understanding or overstanding or meaning of some of these terms that are being used in the biblical text or in your education system. And it's been done this way purposely. Okay, so again, if someone says, hey, like a lot of these people say, oh, just vote, there's no meaning, there's nothing extra as to why. It's just like, kind of like we're in a program or something, and these people are not possibly thinking properly, because again, most of these people are upset about these uh so-called killings or murders that are occurring within the people. And at that point, you would have to look at, again, using the same tactics to fight this beast that we've been using over time with no results, is clearly insanity. Just like still saying vote for the people. Again, the police don't lay the law, they do their job. See, they do their job. They are the bottom of the totem pole when we're dealing with whatever rights you're talking about have been violated by these particular people. They make it seem like it's about race. Well, everyday white people can't go out there and kill you and get away with it. It's people of authority that have been appointed a position to lay down laws and operate within a governing force, right? That gives them the lawful right to act as they do today, as we see in the 1600s. And so when it comes to the Casual Killing Act, where if someone felt threatened or whistled at or something of this nature by someone that is supposedly was you, they have the right to kill this person, to take them out. You understand what I'm saying? Lawfully. That is basically giving an excuse to someone that has authority to do this particular thing to you and get away with it. Again, because again, there's no such thing as black people as a nation, as a so-called race, or any of this. It is a misnomer, a term given to you because you are not a part of this society. You have been given the illusion of inclusion. And until you realize that, you will keep on voting yourself into a form of enslavement by giving them permission. You're basically bowing down and asking them to continue to call you black and African American and to kill your children and get away with it. Because again, the police don't make the laws. See? And then when we're talking about these people going back and forth about who's going to be president next and giving you a little bit of trick and treat, it just seems like the treats sound real good to the ear and pleasing, but if you look at these people and how they've been operating over time, you'll see that you never get the treat. It always ends up being a fucking trick, right? So in that case, who do you point the finger at? You could go march in the streets and, pound the pavement, walking and marching and screaming and shouting. That has not done anything. You can go to the police station, you can burn it down. That will not do anything because you're placing all of your energy in the wrong direction. You have to start looking up, not to the heavens, but the heavens that are here in this realm on earth that just so happen to be a higher up level of people in a hierarchy that is in this caste system that have us cast or cut off from being a nation way at the bottom in hell or in the Sheol. It is symbolic. It is it's a real life infrastructure or establishment and real life people that are operating here in this realm that you think are operating in a different level. God of this world is just the governing forces. That is it, and that is all. And I'm going to show you who you're making a vow to when you vote. Because a lot of us don't even know what vote means because you're not properly looking at the terms and you're not realizing that you've been educated. And educated just means to lead out your mental in order to place something in or train you the way that they want you to be. And that is one of the biggest problems because people think education means something. It means nothing. It means that they have basically indoctrinated you. So you're not thinking on your own, right? And then they give you these little things here and there to make you think that you're included, but it's not. But you're not. And again, for those who are saying, oh, we made so many steps, you haven't made anything because this system was never set up for you. And this is why you don't have anything in the position that we're in today, in this construct or this system that we're under today, because it was never built for you. And until you stand up and pull out of it and make some demands, it never will. And as simple as that. Like I told you guys before, when it came to those teachers in Kenosha, I guess they were against sending the kids back to school 2 weeks before they 2 weeks, maybe a week before they were going to send the kids back online, but they changed their mind at the last minute and said, okay, wait a minute, they're going back to school. So you know what these teachers did a couple of weeks ago? Nobody had to even leave their house. Yes, they had to come or organize and get together to come up with a plan. But, around 200, 300 teachers and other staff decided not to show up to work. They all called in. And, within 24 hours, the school district, because those are the people that actually have the power to make moves, okay, within that system, not the teachers, not the principal, not the janitor, but those particular people. They said, okay, you know what? We're just going to go ahead and go online school. Simple as that. So when we're talking about something about a strike or something of that nature, realize it's going to take some type of sacrifice. You're going to have to do something. You can't just scream and cry. If your children, every time you told them to do something, protested something, what is that going to do? Unless you're a parent that just gives in. And when you give in, you're just creating a monster at the end of the day. It's not fixing anything. It's not correcting the behavior. of anybody that's included in it. So let's just look real quick at what vote means. Okay, to vote is to give a vote, enact or establish by a vote. Okay, to make a vow, right? What? You play too much.